Yes, sir. Continuity. Yo, what's up, everyone? Drayman1 here. We're back with another Pocket Monsters anime review. Today we're covering episode 9, the infamous whole episode that we were waiting for. Was it what we expected? We'll find out right here. Let me go ahead and get into my thoughts and my summary. So Go finds out on his phone that there's reports that Ho appeared. So Ash and Go decide they want to go to the Hoenn region, not Hoenn, Johto region. Go wants to go because he wants to try and catch Ho, and Ash wants to battle it. And I really don't see Go catching any legendaries other than Mew. Like, I don't know. I feel like if he catches legendaries, it's a bit too far. Like, especially something like Ho, because you know how rare it is. I don't think Go will catch Pokemon like Ho. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he may catch like a smaller mythical or something like, you know, that's more common, like how Ash got Melmetal, but I don't see Go having a box full of like Zekrons, Reshiram's, everything like that. And also, it's interesting that they took a bus to Johto. Like, I like how they're taking different routes of transportation. They flew to Galar, they took the boat to Sinnoh, and now they're taking the bus to the Johto region. And as we're looking for Ho, a Sentret pops out, and Go just goes catch crazy. I gotta say, the animation for Go throwing this Pokeball in this one scene was just so clean. And it's funny because freaking every episode isn't filler just because Go is catching Pokemon. Like the last episode, Go caught the Tentacool and the Mantike. Here he catches Sentret. Like, there's not going to be any fillers if Go keeps catching Pokemon every episode, which is so crazy. It's like, wow. Then in the skies, our boy Ho appears. And I got to say, the music in this scene was pretty nice, and the animation as well. It was one of the famous animators that did this scene that, you know, did the Gladion and Kiawe battle, Ash and Goose's first battle, and many other amazing battles in this series. So I love their animation. I love their work. And yeah, this scene was pretty cool. Like, we got a new Thunderbolt animation. That was just straight out amazing. Like, they've been doing their job with Thunderbolt this series. Like, my goodness. And our champion is so powerful that he freaking one-shots Ho. Like, my goodness, Ash. How much stronger can you get? Until we find out it's a fake. Yep, it was just a Pharaoh and a Cyndaquil dressed up to pretend to be a Ho. And I remember in the summaries, when I first heard that it was a fake Ho, I was so disappointed. Because it's like, no, the potential for this episode was right here for Ash to see Ho again. And, you know, finally tell us what he's going to do in the series. Like, maybe take on the World Championship. Because we know he wants to be a Pokemon Master. We just don't know what he's going to do to, you know, become a Pokemon Master. Because it seems he's not catching any new Pokemon in the series. He's not taking on any gym quests or anything like that. So it's like, what is Ash going to do? So maybe, hopefully, in the Leon versus Lance episode, Ash will, you know, say, I'm going to enter the World Championship and become the, you know, greatest champion out there. Hopefully. I have hope for that episode. Then the young boy's grandfather comes out saying, Ho doesn't exist. I knew it was a fake. And this is where Ash comes out and we get some continuity. He ends up telling us that the day that he started his journey, when him and Pikachu, you know, after the Pharaoh scene, the bike scene, everything like that, we get a nicely reanimated shot of, you know, the moment where Ash and Pikachu first saw Ho and Ash decided that he was going to set out to become a Pokemon Master. And I gotta say, I love moments when we get to see, you know, flashbacks, especially when there's like new art styles. I remember in Sun and Moon when we got to see the flashbacks to the Kanto journey. I was like, oh, this is so amazing seeing, you know, Sun and Moon Ash in his old original outfit. And now we're getting to see the new series Ash in the old outfit. Like, I really do love when they do stuff like that. But one thing I do hope is that, you know, they actually show off more flashbacks of Ash in other series so we get to see him in this new art style and the new really animated shots of other series as well, because they always go back to Kanto. Like, I would love to see, you know, the new Ash in X and Y, or not Best Wishes, but Diamond and Pearl, you know, just to see, you know, how he looked in the new art style in that old outfit, and, you know, just seeing that scene recreated. And I gotta say, they recreated this scene so amazingly. Like, everything was perfect, except my boy Dexter didn't make the cut, and Goggles actually pointed this out and told me, you know, Dexter was the one who told Ash, you know, this is a Pokemon we've never seen before, and, you know, gave Ash that thought that there are many more Pokemon to discover outside of Kanto. But that was just a small scene. I really didn't mind. It's still a really nicely, beautifully reanimated scene, and I just love that we got some continuity. But yeah, everyone, after that, the kid ends up explaining that his grandfather used to believe in Ho and actually found a Rainbow Feather, and the Rainbow Feather in the anime is handled very differently than it was in the alternate universe movies. Basically here, you know, there's no real journey you have to set out to find Ho and battle it like the movie was. But I actually did like how the movie handled the rainbow feather and everything. But here it's just, if you have the rainbow feather, you'll have endless happiness. That's basically the purpose of the rainbow feather in the anime. No Mars shadow, no nothing. But the rainbow feather does lose its color like it did in the movie. So that's pretty interesting. This is when Ash Go and the young boy decide to go into the burnt tower and see our boy Morty. No, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding, everyone. Morty does not appear. My guess is, he's either in gym battle or he's out on vacation somewhere. It was just the timing. And I'm quite surprised there's no shrines of Entei Raikou and Suicune in the burnt tower as well. Like, we just see the shrine of Ho-Oh. Maybe Ash and Go just didn't go around and look out and explore some more and see if they had shrines of those Pokemon. But yeah, we only see Ho-Oh, so I was quite surprised by that. Or there was no mentioning of those three as well. I feel like Go was going to mention it because he did say there's some interesting story about Ho-Oh with the burnt tower, but, he got interrupted. But Ash and Go end up thinking to themselves and say, maybe it has to be a rainbow out. You have to wave the rainbow feather. And, it just all has to be the perfect timing, basically. So they end up climbing the tower. But have some troubles with a Stantler and a Mischievous. This scene was actually pretty interesting and unexpected to me because I didn't, see anything or read anything about, Mischievous and Stantler causing trouble for Ash and Go. So this was a complete surprise. And I got to say, it was a pretty cool scene. But, yeah, good thing who was there to, use the psychic powers to help them realize, it's all just visions that Stantler and Mischievous were creating for them. We even get to hear the Cinema Sin sound effect at one moment when the setting changes, and that was just so crazy. I was like, wow. But yeah, instead of the episode changing focus on, trying to get around this Mischievous and Stantler, Coach just says, you know what, let me throw some Pokeballs, and catches them. And just seeing this, has me think about all previous episodes where Pokemon were causing trouble for Ash and friends, and, it all could have been prevented by a simple catch, but yeah, it makes sense. Goes to try and catch Pokemon. Ash was just, he normally makes bonds and, helps the Pokemon before he catches them. But after finally climbing the tower, everyone is screaming, Ho, please come out. The grandfather is at first like, you're wasting your time. But after a while, seeing the dedication that his grandson and Ash and Go have, he has a change of heart. Seeing the rainbow actually reminded him, gave him that burning passion again of, Ho-Oh does exist. And he too ends up joining Ash, Go, and his grandson crying for Ho-Oh. But Ho-Oh sadly doesn't appear. But wait, there's more. Ho-Oh ends up appearing, but only to the grandfather. Ash, Go, and the grandson was turned around and walking back, and they freaking missed Ho-Oh. And I'm like, no, Ash, you should have saw the Ho-Oh, man. Because, it would have been such a perfect moment. But I gotta say, the music when Ho-Oh first appeared was so amazing. Oh, man, this sounds so beautiful. I freaking recorded just that part just so I can listen to it again. It was so amazing. And I'm truly glad that the grandfather finally was able to achieve his dreams of seeing Ho-Oh. Because he did mention he saw it before. He thought he saw it before. But it was in clouds, so he couldn't really get a good look at it. But here, he got a perfect look at good old Ho-Oh. It flew by. The rainbow feather started to glow again, and he reached his goal. So I'm happy for him. And in the end of it all, Ash and Go end up mentioning their goals again. Go says he's going to catch every Pokemon leading up to Mew, and Ash says he's going to become a Pokemon master. And yes, I really do love that they're, enforcing their goals, and we see that Go is aiming for. We see that Go is actually catching Pokemon to do it. My question is, Ash, what do you have to do to become a Pokemon master? What are you going to do this series? That's the one thing I'm just questioning about Ash. I thought this was going to be the episode where we got to answer what Ash's main goal, we know his goal is to become a Pokemon master, but what is he going to do in the series to achieve that? We didn't get that in this episode, sadly. But the Leon versus Lance battle, the World Championship, that's where I'm holding my hopes to. Because, man, if Ash enters the World Championship, maybe after seeing that battle, he's like, oh, I want to enter this. And then he starts training his old Pokemon, and then, to lead up to this World Championship, that would be so amazing. That's what I'm hoping for. Please, Pokemon. This is the perfect opportunity to give Ash a great story in this series. But I gotta say, personally, I really enjoyed this episode. I remember I was extremely hyped about it when I first heard about it. Then I kind of lost all hype when I heard the some reasons oh, it's a fake Ho-Oh. But after actually watching this episode, I gotta say, it was a pretty good one. It was a nice story. These are characters of the day. We may not see them ever again. But I gotta say, it was a nice story that they told. We got some nice continuity, and yeah, it was kind of reinforcing Ash and Go's goals. Like, I kind of wish that Ash and Go got to see Hole because, it would have been nice if Go saw Hole in this episode, and then, he was like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna, really catch Mew. Like, kind of have the same story of where Ash when he first saw Hole. But yeah, it was still a nice episode overall. Once again, I really love the recreation that they did of episode 1 in this episode. And I'm just hoping that we get to see, more flashbacks for other series as well. That'd be really cool. And I'm just hoping, please, Ash, please, go for the world championship. Because if we get this world championship episode and Ash just doesn't say anything like he wants to enter it, then I'm really going to, be questioning what is Ash's purpose for this series. Because, yeah, he's going to become a Pokemon master. But it's like, we need to figure out what it takes to become a Pokemon master. Like, Koharu ends up asking him, is it the greatest Pokemon trainer? He says, no, greater than that. But right now, he's not the greatest Pokemon trainer. So maybe entering the World Championship and winning will make him the greatest Pokemon trainer and one step closer to reaching his goal. But yeah, everyone, in the comment section down below, let me know what you all thought of this episode. I would really like to hear. I know some people, were kind of disappointed by this episode because they were expecting, it to be like how I was expecting at first. Like, this was going to be where Ash finds out his goal and, it's going to be some big whole plot. But for what it was, I got to say it was pretty nice. And one of the better episodes of this series. Like, yeah. Like, I really did like episode 7, episode 1 and 2. I got to say this is up there with those other episodes. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I hope y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. TradeMan1. Peace out.